malaria.
Prime Minister.
Sorry, I had to do the other one. The other one was for the whole of almost Africa.
To stand before you today as we mark a historic milestone in Uganda's public health journey, the national launch of the malaria vaccine into our routine immunization program. This is not just another vaccine introduction. This vaccine must be used with our existing preventive measures such as mosquito nets, indoor rescue spraying, and prompt treatment of a fever within 24 hours. It will accelerate our journey towards a malaria-free Uganda. Let me talk about the call to collective action. To our health workers, you are the backbone of this program. Your dedication will ensure that every dose reaches those who need it most. To the parents and caregivers, take advantage of this vaccine. Bring your children for immunization and complete all the recommended doses. This is their right and your responsibility. A vaccinated child is a productive and a healthy child. Our children are the future and the hope of our nation. To our development partners, I can see UNICEF, World Health Organization, that includes Gavi, Global Fund, World Bank, and many others, Past Child. We thank you for your steadfast support. Let us continue working together to sustain this progress. To the local leaders and communities, mobilize, educate, and encourage participation. Success depends on all of us.
You are very well aware that malaria is one of the most pressing public health challenges in our country. And Uganda is among the 11 nations. 11 means 10 in Africa, 1 is India, that contribute to 70% of the global malaria burden. In 2024 alone, we recorded 10.9 million malaria cases and 3,582 deaths. Every single day, 16 lives are lost to malaria, with 10 of these being children under 5 years old. Right Honorable, allow me to explain to the people why Apac district was chosen to host this launch. You have heard from the previous speakers describing Apac as the armed brigade of mosquitoes, describing it as the United Nations for malaria, but I want to speak scientifically. And I will start with mortality. I have just said that every day we lose 16 people to malaria. That is a high number of children who die due to malaria. In Apac, last year, the entire year, Apac reported 41 deaths due to malaria. 4 children die every month. Compared to the national average, this is high because the different districts report either 1 or 2 deaths per month. The test positivity is at 66%, while the national average is 42%, meaning the test positivity rate is 1.5 times higher than the national average. The test positivity is talking about the percentage of people who test positive due to malaria. Out of every 100 in Apac, 66 test positive, while out of every 100 nationally, only 42 test positive. Apac has the highest infective bites of 1,500 per year per person, which is 3 infective bites per night. So a person may receive 3 infective bites per night here in Apac. The prevalence among pregnant mothers is at 74% compared to 30% nationally. Meaning out of every 100 pregnant women in Apac, 74 may have malaria, while nationally only 30 may have malaria. In 2020, 3,801 pregnant women tested positive for malaria. This number went higher in 2024, where 4,434 tested positive for malaria. Now, these statistics tell us that the burden is big, and what we have to do is enormous if we are to end the malaria burden in Uganda. It still remains the highest cost for outpatient attendance, 20% of hospital admissions, and 10% of all deaths. Right Honorable, we want to appreciate our partners for supporting Uganda to introduce this vaccine. The World Health Organization recommended that we should have the malaria vaccine as one of the tools, and we included it in our strategic plan. I want to appreciate government for co-financing this vaccine with Gavi to enable us to introduce into our routine vaccine. Right Honorable, allow me to report here that Uganda now has 14 vaccines in the routine schedule, up from just 6 in 1983. And all these prevent different diseases. I will not go through them. I will assume that people know.